Hello, fellow futures traders. How to build your daily trading scorecard, what you should put in it, what you should leave out, and what you see in front of you is my daily trading scorecard, and yours may well differ, but there are certain universal principles that I recommend that you would use if you're building a daily trading scorecard. And so the first principle, the number one principle is as you look at my scorecard, everything in my scorecard is things I can largely control. Maybe not perfectly, but very largely control. So you won't see anything about hitting a certain profit target. You won't see anything about winning all my trades. Those are things I cannot control. And so the way I've did this is I have between 1 and 10 points I can award myself. And I went ahead and gave myself 10 items to score. So I'd have 100 on that. If I did 100 on that, I didn't want it to be 70 or something. But I did want to recognize that some things may well be more important. So I also created a weighted score. And this weighted score allows me to weight certain items with more importance. And basically, there are 3 tiers of items here. They're the most important, and then there's so there's like tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. That's how I kind of think about it. The most important, very important, and then the third level importance, the territory importance. And so we'll go through my daily trading scorecard, and you may use mine as a template or develop your own. And certainly I may change this. This is just something to get on the board as I try to evolve my trading. And but one of the things that was very important is that everything in my scorecard is within my control, because the market is not within my control, right? So first, as I said, did I adhere to my daily loss limit? Okay, and that's something very basic. Can largely do that. Maybe not 100%, but should be about 98% on that, 95% within that in terms of adhering to that. Okay. Did I define and manage the risk per trade well? Let me rewrite it that way. Risk per trade well. Risk per trade well. Okay. And so what that means, what this encompasses is, was I aware of the number of contracts I was putting on? Was I aware of the amount of risk I was taking before I entered the trade? And was I managing the risk throughout the trade based on my market read or the plans and principles of that particular trade setup? Okay. Did I trade? Very important. You got to trade to develop, right? So that's you can get on the board with just a 10% there just by trading, at least on my scorecard, right? Did I trade my edge? Develop it. Again, my dominant frequency. This is a little bit unclear what I'm saying here, but basically, did I avoid bad trades? Did I trade where I'm strong? Did I wait for trades where I had clarity? All of that stuff goes into this principle. But it's basically about mental clarity, trade clarity, avoiding. Can't avoid losing trades, but we can certainly avoid bad trades. Those are trades we recognize as being bad before we enter them, right? There's a difference between a losing trade and a bad trade. Did I DFD, which for me stands for done for day, and did I adhere to my done for day? So did I, again, I don't trade all day. I've traded maybe 1 to 2 hours at most, and then I want to shut down. And then it's tempting to come back in, and often those are times when I lose. So it's very important that if I call it done for day, that I adhere to it. There is one little wiggle room for me, is that I'm going to be trading multiple accounts, and I may allow myself to trade a different account, but essentially the one I haven't traded. But if I've DFD'd on an account, I shouldn't come back into that account and trade it. Okay. Did I record all my trades? So I do screen recording for all my trades, and that's very important. So I can go back and review, see what I did, review the trade, review the market, and that's very important, right? Did I check the economic calendar before trading? I don't always do that, but it's something that could bite me, right? I often don't do that, but it's depending on on the times you're trading, it's always a good idea to do that, right? It's just a basic aspect of discipline. Most of the time it doesn't matter. It won't matter, but those few times it does, it can be very important. Okay. Did I call out loud all trades? Okay. Again, just because I'm recording the trades doesn't mean that I was actually calling the trades out loud, and that's very important to me that I do call the trades out loud. Okay. That will help me to develop and refine those trade step ideas, right? Did I take one action the prior day to better prepare? Okay, that could be reviewing my trading, that could be sim trading, That could be reviewing charts, anything. Did I do anything to prepare better for the next day? Did I market replay trade? Anything, any of those actions would qualify. And finally, did I at least do a quick post-trading review? Once I finished, did I go back through and say, okay, this is kind of what I did today, just a quick mental recap of what I did. And if I do all that, right, then I get the full 100 points out of 100 points. My weighted scores were 100. So this is how you build a daily trading scorecard. Let me know if you have better tips or suggestions. Obviously, there may be things that you have in mind, but that I haven't considered. But that's how you build a daily trading scorecard.